In the 2012 World Happiness Report, the US ranked 11th, but over the last 13 years, the US has steadily fallen in the global happiness rankings, and if you dig into the data, something interesting is happening. The older population of the United States of America, the boomer generation, and all those born before 1965 are ranked 10th in this year's report. But American millennials and Gen Z, born 1980 or later, rank 62nd in the world in happiness. But it's not that life in the US is horrible for the younger generations. They still report a 6.2 out of 10 on Gallup's happiness scale. In contrast, younger generations in Afghanistan report just 1.8 on that same scale. It's just that these generations in the US aren't as happy as the generations that came before them, and they're not as happy as they used to be. The older generation in America has stayed pretty satisfied with their lives over the last 15 years, while satisfaction for generations born after them has markedly dropped in the same time. One of the facts that influences this, we think, is friendship, and who people think they can depend on. Every year, the Global State of Social Connections survey asks the question, if you are in trouble, do you have relatives or friends you can count on to help you whenever you need them or not? In 2008, when Gallup asked this question, almost everyone in America said yes, no matter what year they were born. But in this year's report, that number has dropped for every age group. This is despite the fact that, according to the report, actual social connections are much more frequent for millennials than boomers, and about as frequent as for Generation X. So it's maybe not the number of friends we have, but how connected to each other we feel that influences whether we experience loneliness or happiness.